Yves, curated by Alex, of course. Starting us out. Have we've done one or two songs by Yves before?
Can't stop. Can't stop. Meant to be, we might be alright now. 벗어날 수 없이 it's so fine, fine. I swear I will never let you down. 꿈속으로 나를 가둬줘, oh yeah. I know you like you know, babe. 'Cause you always be my favorite. Who that? I don't care about nobody else tonight. What they do? Tell me what they serve it up. I don't kiss and tell, but that's right. Can't stop. 덫같은 너 이미 닫혀버린 너 Looking in the mirror 거울 속에 비친 stuck in the middle 내가 들어온 내 paradise yeah. Yeah, I'm lost but I like it
Okay. All right, I could take that. I could take that. The choreo in this was very interesting, actually. Like, I wouldn't necessarily call it fun, per se, but I liked it. Interesting. Okay, so there was a feature. At one part, when I heard it, I was like, this can't be her. Okay. All right, that tracks. No. I was a little bit lost for a second there. At the beginning. Ballroom hand performance.
Baby, I feel so wrong. I wanna take it back and make it right. The sun's about to rise, I need to go. Take the 1, 2, 3, I wasted time again. I'll stay up all night. If we keep acting like a child, or we keep getting stuck in the same whole fight. Take the 1, 2, 3, I wasted time again. 너가 온전히 느낄 때 이미 벌어진 너와 나의 gap. It's too late for you. I bet you understand the silence that we can't forget. Let us take our time to talk. Baby, I feel so wrong. I wanna take it back and make it right. The sun's about to rise, I need to go. Take the 1, 2, 3, I wait.
snuck up on me. That guitar snuck up on me. Hold on. It's called TikTok. I'm weak. I'm not gonna lie. Granted, you know, let me say I have only now heard 3 songs by Yves so far, but I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely in my wheelhouse, especially on a calm night like tonight. It's talking to me, and you guys know how I feel about the lower production type camera, like this type of camera in the one part like this, where the zoom's all shaky and it's just like out and about. Whenever you can incorporate that into a music video, it just really speaks to me. And I'm not gonna lie, her vibe is just so cool in this. But the song is so mellow and smooth. You know what I'm saying?
I still need to go. Take the 1, 2, 3. About to ride. If it got your body, I'll stay up all night. If it kept
Okay, so it was kind of there in certain parts. I was like, dang, the guitar was really speaking to me towards the end there. Did I just ignore it the rest of the time because I was listening to her? This is just cool. I didn't even peep on the first listen how it had the live mic in this segment right here. This is in my wheelhouse. This is what I like. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. For sure. Okay. Viola. Voila.
I just need some space. I just need some space. Space, space. Voices in my head. I just need some space. Space, space. Complicated. I'm losing control. I feel the same way. I know who I am. Oh, please just stop it. It's burning my brain.
It's hitting. It's hitting. I don't think I'm in a super suggestible mood either. So that's how I know it's good. Because sometimes it's like, okay, maybe am I just listening to it and I'm just liking it because there's one part that's really good and I'm just hyper focusing on that. Because it does happen sometimes, I'll admit. No, I just like it. And the artistic vision behind this music video, hold on, let me cut back right here. Like it's like going as far as like even this part right here, right? Like I don't know. Every now and then I'll focus on like different parts of a song or parts of like a music video. I'm just wondering like what did you say going into recording this video to be like, yeah, we're gonna put two flowers on the side. You're gonna hold the phone with a butterfly right here, and it's just gonna all blend together. Like it's the way this just gets so tied together throughout the entirety of this actually. But this was just like the easiest one for me to point out. Another one was, hold on, I think it should be like right here. I could be wrong. No, here we go. This right here. It wasn't until she pans into frame that I realized that was supposed to be a photo. Like the vibe is just, it's hitting. It's hitting. And obviously this is, I wouldn't say this is like a polar opposite of what we just experienced because it's still a vibe nevertheless, right? It's not super punchy. There's not like a crazy heavy amount of percussive elements involved, but it's still a vibe, honestly. And I really, really like that. Because it's like, it's not necessarily a different extreme, but it's just like, she's covering all the bases. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Hold on. Yves, there we go. You about to go 8 for 8? You about to go 8 for 8, Alex? Get some drinking me. All right, Zach. It's a live performance.
I'm stepping out of comfort zone. I've been ringing your telephone. Wonder what it felt like to leave me here alone. You gave me my favorite clothes. The sweater with the logo printed on the back. We both died in Manhattan, our home sweet home. You died there in my basement, I think this is your well. Walking up the stairs, I feel you wet on my back. Dandelions in the back are covered in red. But the show before this moment, 2 days in advance. Didn't mean to give in to the voice in my head, but you're the one that cheated on me behind my back. I love you, baby, but it's late now, I want you dead. I go to hell in 20 years and I see you there. Oh God, I know I'm unforgivable. Oh God, and I don't want you to. I see you there, see you there, see you in there. Oh God, I know I'm unforgivable. Oh God, and I don't want you to. Can't wait to see you in hell. Can't wait to see you in hell. So we will tell, driving home from our friend's birthday party. We had fun till we were sober. Then you way to ruin everything we built together. So there was only one way that this could go. And here we are. You're there in my basement, I think this is your well. Walking up the stairs, I feel you wet on my back. Dandelions in the bag are covered in red. But the show before this moment, 2 days in advance. Didn't mean to give in to the voice in my head, but you're the one that cheated on me behind my back. I love you, baby, but it's late now, I want you dead. I go to hell in 20 years and I see you there. Oh God, I know I'm unforgivable. Oh God, and I don't want you to. See you there, see you there, see you in hell. See you there, see you there, see you in hell.
Y'all know how I feel about live bands. Y'all know how I feel about live bands. Live bands and live mics are two of my very favorite things. And I love this. Honestly, this was how do I put it? Like obviously in the previous ones I was able to appreciate it because of the vibe and just the melody and the way she approached the songs, but this one I got to see a little bit more versatility, and it doesn't really change my perspective because I feel like in my head this doesn't surprise me, right? Like hearing her hit some of these higher notes, it didn't surprise me that she could hit them. But it's always nice to be like, okay, I think she can do it, but then she actually does it, right? When you have that expectation for an artist to be able to do certain things and they can't reach that standard, it kind of lets you down a little bit. So being that I was able to sit here and hold that expectation and be like, oh yeah, this is not at all out of body for her. This is perfectly on brand from my mental picture. It's perfect. She held it. The vocal control was there. And like I said, I love, love, love a live band. This, yeah. Hold on. Let's see. Now, obviously, the lyrics were hitting me while I was watching it, but obviously I'm going to take a happier approach to the parts that were speaking to me. Hold on one second. There it is. This is only what, 4? 4? 4? Yeah. 4 for 4. Like Wendy's. I don't think Wendy's does that anymore, do they? Close to the first song. Okay. That makes sense then. Okay.
You can hear the silence growing on the floor. You already know now you start to sway. You feel it slipping out of control, but it's everything you know now you understand. You hear the silence growing on the floor. You already know now you start to sway.
first part, that first part of the outro, I had heard before. Let me hear that. Let me hear that one more time. This transition is so silky, bro. This was the last song on one of her projects. Not gonna lie, that's an elite closer. Okay, yes. I was like, cause yeah, cause I remember this segment. If you told me to guess what song it came from, I would have had no clue. I'm not gonna lie to you. So it's actually it actually works out really well. So now I know. Hold on. Mm. I never would have guessed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no way of knowing. Smooth again. Hold on a second. Where is it?
Control, but it's everything you know. Now you understand. Can I stay awake? It's so too much. I feel so fake. It's hard to take. Feeling gone soon. Just run away from my pain.
The bass along with her tone as she delivers the lines really gets me. It's really speaking to my bones. Oh man. I can't believe this. That's from I did never knew. That's actually wild to find out. White Cat.
Can't reach me yet. Another type, baby. Please hide away. To break and be a bad kind. Don't you know? Pretty treats, dirty streets won't be long. Yeah. Scrolling down, wearing tight. It's a lady down. Take them out, let the light be on. Pick it up right. I hate to spoil you, but that's just living life. Can't say I love you if I let you, or that's right. I got body made of fur.
quite a few things actually. First of all, that this hold on. This is disgustingly hard. I don't know if this is like a bomber jacket or like what you would call this. This is disgustingly hard. She's eating this up right now. All right, that's the first thing that hit me right there. Hogman, secondarily, I appreciate the sub, and I'm glad that you were able to join us today, you know? And yes, we love Twice here, amongst a lot of other people, but obviously. I'm not, she used to be a model. I can tell she know how to rock a fit. Now, I'm not gonna lie, pairing this with hold on, can I get it? Oh, it's not gonna do. With the skirt, the length is kind of throwing me off, but regardless, this shot right here is elite. Secondly, like what would you call this what you call it? What would you call this style of song, I guess? Because there's a lot more of like electronic elements, electro pop. Okay. Because it loosely kind of wove in with how I'm hyper pop. Okay. Like it kind of loosely reminded me of when I listened to Gunner. And because as much as like during dance breaks, like I said it before, dance breaks when it gets like really techie, I'm not a huge fan of it. I found out it's not just the idea of dance breaks that I don't like, because when I listen to like whenever we've had like, who was it? Somebody had a saxophone in a dance break or something. Like a saxophone or it was like a violin or something like that. Like whenever I hear it, like just pure instruments, it takes me places. And I realize I don't hate dance breaks. I just don't like certain elements of dance breaks. And usually the electric stuff doesn't get me. But when it's over the course of an entire song and the way that she implemented it, not only did it feel familiar for myself personally, I understand that some people may not love it. I could see some people saying they just don't like a beat like this. But for me, it hit. For me, it hit. Smooth all the way through. I liked it. And alt pop, indie pop. Well, whatever it is, it's a banger. Matter of fact, I almost sat there and went to the next song without adding this to my phone. Hold on now. White Cat, right? Yeah, White Cat. Yeah, I need this one. Yes, sir. Not playing no games tonight. That jacket. Yo, she's so tough, dude. I'm not gonna lie, that is so tough. And shout out to the extras too. The extras look smooth. I don't usually pay attention to extras like that, but they were looking smooth. Pink Pantheress. Hold on. What song is this? We only got one more after this. Okay, all right. I'm about to savor this one. Pink Pantheress. I love me some Pink Pantheress. Come on. lie, that wasn't even long enough for me. That was definitely not long enough. I need a whole extra minute on that one. I need a whole extra minute. First of all, I need an extra minute. You could just loop it honestly. All right. I need a little bit more. That wasn't enough. That was a nice little taste test. I need the whole look. I need more. I need a lot. I need a larger slice. There we go. I need a larger slice. All right. Neither here nor there. The I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the looks she sported in the videos, these are top one. These are top one. You know how I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's just a me thing. I don't like reflective clothing materials. A full reflective fit, even if it's a music video, obviously going out in public like that would be crazy. But like, even in a music video rocking that, to me, it's very hard. It's kind of like vegan leather jeans, right? Nobody can rock vegan leather jeans. But if you are one of the nobody that can rock it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? You're truly one of those one of one characters. And she's a main character. Honestly, her background dancers kind of ate it up too. I'll give it to them. I'll give it to them. Even the guys, reflective tank. That's crazy, but it works. But it honestly works. It honestly works. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. But I'm not gonna lie. Long hair and short hair, like off the ripper, right? Off the ripper, she's serving. And I'm not gonna lie. Aside from the fact that it's reflective, this is a very interesting concept for like the way the lacing is on it. This is really weird. But I like that. I like that. Yo, she's killing it, dog. Oh my goodness. Hold on. No, because there was one part where she's standing still, or she's with the group, I think. Hold on. Love this angle. Love this retro TV look. This right here. Just look at the whole everything. We can't skip over that. You can't just slip that. You can't just slip that in there. Hold on. Oh, see, YouTube's so used to me speeding stuff up. They don't even respect me at looking for the 0.5. That's crazy. Hold on. They slipped in a 3-second segment and jumped over it. Crazy that they would try. Crazy that they thought I wouldn't peep. Crazy. But nevertheless, phenomenal. She's eating it up. For a second, I'm not gonna lie, for a second I thought she was two different people. I definitely thought she was two different people because I was like, there's no way they recorded the video and she has long hair and short hair, but then I realized the obvious, you know. That's so tough. Even the little what do you call this? I don't know what this is. Like I almost called it a baby escalator. That's definitely not what you would call that. It's just a treadmill, like a fashion treadmill. Fair. Not gonna lie, she's eating this up, bro. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. I know your baby escalator goes crazy, but I know you're peeping what I'm peeping. I know you're picking up what I'm picking up, right? In this part, oh my goodness, this is so smooth to me. This is so smooth to me. Look, like the transition, then it's like, no, one time wasn't enough. We're gonna come back. We're gonna run it back again, and the choreo was smooth the whole time. This might be arguably, let me see. Was Viola the other one that I really liked the video for? Or was it TikTok? One of the no, TikTok. Wait, TikTok. Yeah, TikTok, because it was the visualizer. So it had the shaky angles and like the retro camera kind of feel. So between these two, they have like the best video for me. Appreciating her and what she brings to the table and how how she's serving all of her looks throughout this one. This one might have to have the edge. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, beautiful song. Equally, if not better, music video. Like this is tough. This is tough. Portable disc. Okay. I almost looked up. Hold on. I almost looked up Baby Escalator for the song. That's why I had to pause it right there. I thought I could multitask. I could not multitask right there. I was not locked in. Not like I needed to. They call her smile a first love smile. Ooh. That's tough. That's tough. You know what? That tracks. That tracks. Okay. Ex Machina for you. I could definitely respect. I could definitely respect that. Yeah. Yo. This is clipping. This is clicking. Do you feel it? Do you feel it like I touch? Interesting title. You said this is like a vibe one? Reminds me of the Minecraft, like when it's raining outside, I think.
I could stay here, but not too long. Could you spit it all out? Trying to make me stay. Can you make me stay? Leave it up time. I know for sure I was drawn to all the bricks inside of you.
Oh my god.
Do you feel it like a touch? Can you say without a hush? You've been holding on too much. Is it more than you can tell? Do I push you like a touch? Can you say without a hush? You're the risk I had to take. Is there more than you can take?
This is the best song out of all 8. This is the best song out of all 8. I felt like I was laying on a table, getting dissected with no anesthetic, but for some reason it didn't hurt. Like I'm watching her operate on me in real time, and there's nothing I can do, but I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting it. It's. This was beautiful. Oh my God. Hold on. Cause like the Minecraft background tracks are some of the most beautiful tracks. Like if you're studying, if you're working on something, no matter like what's going on, like you can always put those on in the background and it's just a vibe, you know, it's just so smooth. So in the beginning right here, I'm listening, so I'm like, hold on. It was making me sad. I was like, there's nothing to be sad about though. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're just slowly floating listening to this one, bro.
I could stay here, but not too long. Could just beat it.
And using autotune as a tool instead of a crutch can never be overstated because there's too many people, what? No, I'm not gonna say names. There's a lot of people that will use autotune as a crutch, right? Now, obviously, technology should assist you in your endeavors, but when you use it as a tool, when you don't use it as a crutch and instead it's a hammer, right? A sledgehammer at that. There's something that just like it just takes you there. If you ask me about T-Pain, I would say if you asked me about T-Pain like 5 years ago, I would have said it felt more like a crutch than a tool. But after realizing how great his vocals actually are, bare bones, it is undoubtedly a tool to me. Yeah. But like right here, bro. Travis Scott falling asleep. Travis Scott do be having some vibes, but Travis Scott with no autotune is unlistenable. I promise you that much. This was like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Trying to make me stay. Can you make me stay? Leave it
That part right there. That part right there.
out time. I know for sure I was wrong to all the bricks inside of you. Do you feel it like a touch?
Like, I'm trying not to bang on my desk right now. I'm trying not to bang on my desk right now, but I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand. I don't think you really understand just how hard that part hit. Like, like, like I can't put into words how great that was for me.
The bricks inside of you.
Because mind you, it's on the back half, right? Hold on. I'm still reeling from Stay, right? I'm still in the drag that she put right there.
Leave it out time. I know for
I'm
sure
just here.
I was wrong to all the bricks inside of you.
I wasn't expecting that lifting element, that I'm levitating. That not somebody picks you up like you're a toddler. No. Like you were forcefully just like somebody just used the force and just lifted you up. Like you didn't even realize it happened. It just happened. It just happened.
Do you feel it like a touch? Can you
And then there's more percussive elements that get slipped in here.
say without a hush? You've been holding on too much. Is it more than you can tell? Do I push you like a touch? Can you say without a hush? You're the risk I had to take. Is there more than you can take?
nothing could have prepared me for that switch right there. I didn't know if there was gonna be I didn't know if there was gonna be a beat switch. I didn't know if she had a couple words to put on the back end, or if it was just gonna be like the other song where it just kind of like plays out and we get a little bit of an instrumental solo piece. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know because I also didn't check the timestamp. So in my head, I'm like, okay, we're winding down. This was beautiful. This is phenomenal. This was terrific, right? And then we get here. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are like? She approached this same segment like four different ways across the entirety of the song. Four different ways, and none of them was predictable, right? Not one. If that's not peak, I don't know what is. I genuinely don't know what is. Like it's taking every fiber of me not to go through this song a third time and re-say what I just said louder than how I just said it. Like to the point where I'm banging on my desk and yelling, but I'm not gonna do that. Right? I've only ever done that. I don't remember whose song it was. I only did that one time. Right? I regrettably, not regrettably, I on purpose went through this a second time because I just couldn't stop myself from going through it a second time. But it's like sometimes sometimes it's just so good, bro. And mind you, at the very beginning, I struggled reading this title. Do you feel it like I touched? In my head, I'm like, I don't know where we're going with this. I don't. I was like, it's gonna be a vibe. I know it's gonna be a vibe though, because Alex told me it's gonna be a vibe. I don't know what kind of vibe. I don't know what to expect coming into this, but I know I'm gonna like it. I loved it. I loved it. Like I said, it felt like I was laying on the table I was getting dissected on the table, and not only did I not feel pain, I sat there completely conscious, watching as they made every incision. And I didn't stop them. Or her, in this case, I didn't stop her. I just sat there and watched like a good boy. Yes, Alex, you were 8 for 8. Y'all outdid yourselves. Do you feel like I touch? God bless. And you said this is, and you said the majority of the what's it called? And you said the majority of the project that this one was on sounds similar to this, or in the same ballpark. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we might have all three EPs are peak, but this last one is very much in this vein. All right, yeah, I need that. I need that in the Discord because we're gonna have to listen to that. We're gonna have to listen to the entire EP. Then I'm gonna re-listen to this song 3 times when we do that, just so I can really hammer home how much this song really spoke to me. Cause like I'm saying it right, and I know you understand. I know every one of you understand because you watched it with me. But like it's kind of like when your mom or your it's kind of like when your dad tells you something and you're like yeah I understand and he's like no but do you really understand, right? And he keeps trying to hammer that home that point home and he just yells louder and louder. It's like, dad, I get it. I no, we're on the same. We're not disagreeing. We're on the same page. But it's like no. You're not understanding. And he's just like it's just really good. All right, it's just really good. Now, Donna, you sent this. You said this is this. Wait. You said this is how she did what? I missed the blurb. I only caught the link. You said what's the significance of this one? Announced signing to her label. Interesting. My pop's explaining.
저 왔어요. 또 올 수밖에 없었어요. 오늘이 며칠이죠? 잠을 잘 못 잤더니 꿈이 너무 지독해서 잠이 오지 않는 것도 자는 것도 괴로운 일이에요. 제가 어떻게 해야 할까요? 하늘이가 죽었을 때 마치 제가 죽은 것 같았어요. 하늘이를 꼭 서울로 데려와서 같이 살고 싶었는데 저는 또 아무것도 하지 못하고 하늘이를 보내야 했어요. 그 시간이 1년이나 걸렸지만 그냥 열심히 살았을 뿐인데 내가 아무것도 할 수 없는 상황이.
Time out. So she's saying she had to like give her dog away to somebody, not the dog died, right? Just to confirm. Cause I'm not gonna lie, that last frame made it look like her dog had cancer or something, and she put the dog down, and that's why he didn't go to the dog could. Let's skip over that.
그 무기력함이 제게 너무 큰 스트레스였나 봐요. 내가 싫어요. 잠이 많은 것도, 생각이 많은 것도, 눈물이 많은 것도, 후회가 많은 것도. 짝눈도. 그래도 이렇게 들어주시니 너무 감사해요.
이겨낼 거예요. 저는 열정만큼은 누구보다 강하거든요. 그리고 끈기도 대단하고요. 제가 사랑하는 사람들을 지킬 거예요. 멤버들, 친구들, 그리고 가족들. 다 같이 행복해지고 싶거든요.
나는 너를 사랑하는 걸 잊지 마.
나도 사랑한대. 나도 잊지 마래.
잊지 말게. 너도 잊지 마라.
Ooh, wow. Okay. That was wow. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, eyeball sweating a little bit. Not gonna lie. Could have kissed the brick before you threw it at me. You know, this. I'm gonna do this part with my camera off. I'm gonna come back in a second. This. Damn it, man.
그래서 같이 살고 싶었는데 저는 또 아무것도 하지 못하고.
Like when she said this line, I was like, yo. I was like, I know she's not saying what I think she's saying. Surely she means like her apartment didn't let dogs or whatever. And like, yeah, you're an artist and stuff and you matter, but like you don't matter. You're not above the law. You're not above the rules. So if the place says you can't have a dog, okay, cool. You have to give the dog away, right? Like that's what I'm thinking here.
하늘이를 보내야 했어요.
I just had to let.
그 시간이 1년.
And at first I'm like, oh, so you had to let the dog go, like, you had to give the dog away. But this line confused me because which took a year of time. I'm like, what do you mean it took a year of time? It took a year of time for you to find somebody to take the dog? It's messed up. I mean, the dog's not ugly. Like where like you couldn't find anybody? And then I really looked at the picture. You know what I'm saying?
이나 걸렸지만.
And the dog don't look too good. You know what I'm saying? The dog don't look too great. The dog not dogging like it was dogging 5 seconds ago. You know what I'm saying? The dog just not dogging like it's supposed to. You know, like when you're, I think it's like dad logic where you just kind of like, whenever the dads see like a nice looking dog, they just pat that dog like 3 times every time they walk past it. You know, just 3 good pats, man. You know, the dog not dogging like it was. Son of a gun. And you know the crazy thing is, I wouldn't necessarily say like I'm an animal rights activist, but animals get mistreated by us a lot more than they should. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, her having to experience that. Oh, hold on a second. Man, you would have thought I knew the dog. Damn, hold on. Let me lock in. Hold on.
될 거예요. 들
And I was looking at this part, and I was like, I was like, that's really cute. Like this, I like the way she was like really thinking about it and like putting it together. I was like, that's really cool.
가족들.
It was like a aw, you know what I'm saying? She's like, I'll get through this. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Hell
다
yeah,
같이
man.
행복해지고 싶거든요.
아,
수연아,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Phone calls always get me. You know what I'm saying? Even when it's like those corny phone calls when people will put their significant other on the phone and it's like their breakup phone call or whatever the heck at the beginning and it's like ha ha he he, like those still get a good chuckle out of me or whatever. But like in this context, man, it's like I'm pushing past the dog part. Like I'm trying to ignore the fact that the dog's not dogging no more. You know what I'm saying? The dog's not gonna dog anymore. So I'm like, all right, we're good. We're back on pace. We're back on track.
아,
나는 너를
This line right here, man. And I know it's not supposed to be as sad as my brain is like reading it, but it's just like that's a really nice line, man. That's a really nice line. Oh boy.
사랑하는 걸 잊지 마.
아, 나도 사랑한대. 나도 잊지 마래.
잊지 말게.
아,
너도 잊지 말어.
어.
And like that's supposed to be more of an uplifting thing, but that just made me sad. That I'll be honest, that pushed me over the edge right there. That switched it from like, oh, that's kind of, aw, dang, there's no more dog. Man, she's like really grinding it out. She had a lot going on right here, and this is a very tremendous use of free will to create this and artistically like put together the announcement in this way. This is very beautifully crafted. But yeah, hearing that from your folks is always going to be like a great thing, especially like as you get older and you become an adult and like you're doing adult things, because you're used to like not being around your cousins that often, or you're used to like not really seeing like certain family members that often, but you spent the majority of your time growing up as a kid with your parents or with your siblings. And your siblings, they grow older with you. So you recognize the wrinkles as they come in and stuff, but it's not that sad because you can kind of contextualize it a little bit better because you're aging with them, It's relatable. We're one to one right here. But when it's your parents, you don't see them for a while. Hold on. I'm finding it. Yeah. Cause like your parents, when you're a kid, they're kind of like, damn. Hold on a second. This is ridiculous. Like when you're a kid, your parents are just kind of like, sometimes mean, sometimes they're like bossy, stuff like that. But as you get older, they did it for a reason. There was a purpose for that. So as they progressively, as you become an adult, you start understanding their delivery may have been harsh sometimes, but they always wanted the best. Well, good parents. Let me preface, because all parents, all people that have children are not parents. and should not be respected as such. But I'm speaking for those that actually, do their job. They do their due diligence. Those parents are great because they always, go above and beyond for their kids, and they do the best that they can for their children, and at the very least the best that they are mentally capable of putting together. And that's really important because there's some people where somebody's parent might be objectively better at being a parent than somebody else's parent, but both of them are trying equally, you know, to get the job done within what they understand. And again, everybody's living life for the first time. So that's always important to know. But it's like when you get older and you're adulting and you don't see your parents as much. The parent that was 40 and was your dad that was his hairline's kind of receding or he's getting a little bit of a bald spot. When you get a little bit older, or when he gets a little bit older and you haven't seen him in like a couple months, half a year, you go to college or whatever, depending on how old your parents are, or like post college, you just start doing life things, right? You have to adult now. It's not really a choice. And as you start seeing them again, you realize, dang, they're kind of old now, They're kind of getting older on me. And it's like, especially in today's climate, from economies, no matter like honestly where you are at this point, there's no great time. Like you can't be a young adult and take all the breaks you want and see your parents, see your folks, see your siblings, see your grandparents, if they're still alive, all that sort of stuff. So it kind of, it's a little bit rough. And it's like when you see them and you start having that moment where you realize, like when you're growing up with people, you don't realize they're getting older because you're also getting older and you see them every day. So it's a small incremental change. It's kind of like you don't recognize that when you were going through puberty, you grew, a quarter of an inch over the course of a month, right? You didn't realize that. It just happened. It was so gradual, so slow. It just happens. And because you were there the whole time experiencing it, it didn't occur to you. But when you see a friend that you haven't seen in a couple of years and they're now beanstalk, it's like, oh, dang. Same thing with parents when they get older. You start seeing all the wrinkles. You start seeing the eye bags. You start seeing the hair loss. You start seeing, unfortunately, health issues and ailments and stuff. And that really sucks. All of that to say, hearing her, that phone call kind of like made me think about all that stuff for literally no reason, because that was not at all the context of the call, obviously. But it just kind of like really put me there. Yeah, I had to cut it off real quick, Noah. Yeah, it just took me a second. But how do I put it? This was really really good. Long story short, this was really, really good. Crying is such a harsh word, Sophie. That's a slur. Excuse me, ma'am. It's we call it eyeball sweating, allergies, eyeball sweats, however you view it. But, it's little things like this that makes me remember, to treasure the smaller things and the smaller moments in life. Man, my hair, you know what? My hair, it got in my eyes. You feel what I'm saying? And when it got into my eyes, it started irritating my eyes. So I had to rub it, type thing. But we're almost good now. I'm almost back at 100, The funniest thing is I used to clown streamers that used to cry on stream. I'd be like, bro, how could you cry on stream? Like, how does that happen? Like, you can't just I know it sounds crazy, but I'd be like, you can't just not do that. Like I was one of those. Like I wasn't like, oh, you can't, but I was like, dang, like it just really hit. Oh, Noah, you know what? You're gonna experience it. Well, you're not gonna experience it that soon. Noah, how old are your parents? They're 40s or 50s. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, yeah. So you've got some time, but we were talking about the process of just when you go to college and you start adulting and you don't really see your parents as often. When they start getting into those latter years, you start realizing like when their hair starts turning gray, or when they start getting more wrinkles, or when they have like certain health ailments and stuff starts looking a little bit more serious and a little bit sad. You know, it's a sad outlook, but it's like it's one of those things where, especially in this economic climate, younger people don't have the time to just take whatever day off they need to or want to just go see people, just go do stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks, but when every so often, probably it'll probably happen to you like 10ish years down the line, like late 20s for you probably. It might start hitting a little bit. It won't be super sad, but you're just gonna one day be like, dang. Like my parents low key have their age is starting to show a little bit. Ooh, when the 60s and 70s, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Said my dad's hair is gray already. And my mom's gray, but she dyes it. Seeing of age really makes me think about the young years back when I was in school. It felt simpler. Not gonna lie. My parents aren't old, aren't too old yet, but what you call it? I'm already starting to see the point where my dad can't be Superman like he was before. And I don't say anything. Cause obviously it's like it's one of those things where like you see your dad always like just kind of like shoves you out of the way. He's like, no, I got it. And it's just one of those things. But you see him trying to you just kind of like kick that can down the road. And it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But whew. It's almost my it'll be my turn in a few years. It'll be my turn in a few years. Not quite yet, but we're getting there. But yeah, just yes. We don't one thing that I can never forgive. I think, and this is a little bit off the beaten path. I'm gonna wrap this up, but I feel like the world would be much better if scientists were allowed to be scientists and didn't have to be weapons of the governments of the countries that they live in and research in. I think the world would be a much better place. When you commercialize things like health, that will never sit right with me. When we know there are methods that could be used to heal certain ailments, but instead you come up with cocktails of chemicals to put in people's bodies that are going to kill both negative and positive cells. And you're like, yeah, it'll be better with time. And that sort of thing, that doesn't sit right with me. Cancer runs in my family as well. Huntington's disease did as well. And I got to see one of my dad's brothers actually kind of go down that loop. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever been more scared of any potential outcome in my life than when I like actually had to watch that really play out. Luckily, my dad didn't have I believe it was recessive in him, or he just didn't carry it. I think his sisters carried it. So he is actually the only son of his parents that that will not die in his 40s, basically. So He's now, how old is my dad? 50. Oh, he turns 55 this year. The big 5'5". But you know, he's getting up there. But I'm glad he has the opportunity to get up there because for a minute I was scared, dog. But all that to say, that had nothing to do. I guess it kind of was loosely related to that phone call. But this was just very, very well put together on her part. And honestly, when it comes down to like this sort of thing, chef's kiss. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Badge Wars is gonna be necessary. It's gonna be necessary after this one. Whew, cause boy, I need to laugh. Boy, I need to laugh. This took me here. One of the things I wish I could change about him. How my dad 55. Man, hey, call me immortal. Call me immortal, basically. No, you're early actually, Sean. Well, actually, you came up at the perfect time. Yep. But yeah, thanks for that playlist, Alex, and whoever else contributed and donut for this video. Though you know, it pushed me over the limit. You know, this was a really good one. You know what I'm saying? Woof. Yeah, that was pretty good. Ha. Am I really 52? No. No, I got it. I'm not even halfway there, luckily. I will be soon, but not even halfway there. I got a minute to go. Oh no, you came at the right time. Yeah, we're cleaning that up. But yeah, no. I'm not gonna lie. I already had a certain level of respect, obviously, because we had done one song previously, but I have a tremendous respect for not just her work, but her ability to create art and her ability to just persevere as a human being after this. I'm not gonna lie. This was phenomenal.